And we have Patrick Cook running our IT. We have Miss Walker, County Clerk, and we have Miss Doss, County Attorney. Do I have Commissioner Johnson on here?
Yes.
All right, Commissioner Johnson is present. Commissioner Patterson, are you present? Okay. I don't hear Commissioner Patterson. He may have technical difficulties. We'll move on. We do have a quorum. So our special call meeting here is to vote on the millage rate for 2020 for both Fannin County schools and for Fannin County. The school board met last night and voted to roll their millage rate back from 10.593 to 10.391. And Fannin County, at our meeting, we had voted or proposed to roll the millage rate back from 3.938 to 3.862. So, Commissioner Johnson, you have any thoughts on these rolling these millage rates back, sir? Any comments overall?
No, not really. I mean, it seems like, you know, the climate we're all facing out here right now, with the coronavirus, it just seems like it's affected each and every person, no matter who you are or what you do, it's affected you in one way or another. Right. So, you know, during this current time, I don't see any way of even thinking about a tax increase.
Right.
So that would be my 10 cents.
Okay. Well, to add on to what you're saying there, and that's a great lead in, the county property millage rate accounts for only about 35% of the total county tax revenues. And what's critical about that, of course, is that it affects every resident in the county that owns property or rents or just lives here. You can't get away from it. And keeping this rates low because, quite honestly, our SPLOST tax, our local option sales tax, and our hotel motel collections that make up the biggest chunk of county revenue are doing very well. But as you mentioned, Commissioner Johnson, the millage rate really gets to the heart of the citizens here. Many of them are elderly. We have a big retirement group here in the county and low income folks that live here on fixed income. So I feel that necessity, just like you do, on keeping the millage rate on these folks as low as we can. And over the last few years, and of course, Commissioner Johnson, you've been part of this, and shifting some of the public safety projects and needs onto SPLOST projects, using the local option sales and particularly the hotel motel tax to fund public safety capital expenditures and projects. And so as county has grown and put more strain on public safety, we've put those tax collections and support from the right group, and that's primarily the visitors and tourists, which we're blessed in this county to have. And we've done that and try to ease that burden off of the local folks that are here. So I think that's been a good thing for us to do. And I think with rolling this millage rate back, we're not cheating anybody in public safety or any other area. We're just taking care of the folks that struggle and the groups that are bringing the money in here, and we're glad they do. We're shifting more of that tax burden on them, which is very appropriate. You have any thoughts in that vein, Commissioner Johnson?
Well, you know, really to clarify, you know, earlier in the year, you know, coming into this year, my thoughts were this year, hopefully, you know, if we could leave the millage rate, you know, not roll it back, leave it the same, you know, because of all the new development and everything that's came into the county, we're kind of getting more revenue anyway from the new, we saw the other night from the audit report, there was an additional, I think it was $300,000 or $600,000. I can't remember. I don't have the paper in front of me, but you know, coming into the year, I was hoping that we might could leave the millage rate the same and help to try and grow some of our services. Was my hope, and you know, it's just not played out, and during, as I've said once again, during the middle of this, I just think it would be the most irresponsible thing for me to do right now is to tell people on top of whatever other problems they're facing,
Right.
Looking for a tax increase as well, and I just I don't think it would be the right thing to do now, and you know, maybe in the coming years, future people can look at it, commissioners, but
right.
This year, I know there's not a single person that I know of that hasn't been affected in the past 4 to 5 to 6 months with this sickness. Right. So I don't want to compound any more burdens on any of them.
And as we discussed it recently at our meeting, even if we kept the millage rate the same, the additional revenue that would come in was very small, and it certainly was too small in my estimation to leave it the same, because we would legally have to declare it a tax increase, and that's certainly just those words. If we're going to have a tax increase, it needs to be more impactful than just a few, you know, than $120,000 difference, I think, is what we were looking at. So, so I'm good with it as well, and I feel like we've done the right thing for the citizens of the county. And any concerns about this not being able to pay for public safety, particularly, we're shifting that burden more and more on to visitors and tourism, that's appropriate. And I'm good with that. And I don't believe Commissioner Patterson, were you able to join us yet, sir? I believe it's still just is not for some reason. I think he has technical issues this morning. Well, Commissioner Johnson, hello? Was that you, Commissioner Patterson?
Yes.
Commissioner Patterson, are you on here? I can't hear you. Okay.
He may be able to hear you.
Okay, he may be able to hear me then. Well, since we do have a quorum, Commissioner Johnson, I'll ask for a motion that we accept the school millage rate rollback from 10.593 to 10.391, and for Fannin County to make a slight rollback of 3.938 to 3.862. Do I hear a motion to accept those, sir?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. I second that motion. All in favor say yay. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Well, Mr. Johnson, thank you, sir, for coming on board this morning. And we will, I guess I have to ask for a motion for adjournment. I'll make the motion for adjournment. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor say yay. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you for everyone listening. Thank you, Commissioner Johnson and Commissioner Patterson.
Thank you.